Poor single dad saves woman bitten by snake. Hours later, helicopter lands with a shocking truth on the edge of a quiet rural town nestled near the woods. Lived a single father named Jack Turner. He worked long shifts at the lumber mill and spent his evenings raising his 7-year-old daughter, Lily. After his wife passed away during childbirth, they lived modestly in a rundown cabin. Most days, Jack couldn't even afford to fix the roof. Still, he made sure Lily had food, love, and bedtime stories even if they were lit by a single flickering lantern. One afternoon, while collecting firewood in the forest with Lily, Jack heard a piercing scream. "Daddy, someone's hurt," Lily cried, pointing toward the thicket. Jack rushed through the trees and found a woman lying on the forest floor, clutching her ankle. Her skin was pale, and 2 puncture wounds oozed on her leg. "Rattlesnake bite. Please help," the woman gasped. Jack didn't hesitate. He tore off his flannel shirt, tied a tourniquet just above the wound, and lifted the woman into his arms. "My truck's a mile back," he grunted, carrying her over uneven ground. Lily held open branches and ran ahead, clearing the path. Back at the truck, Jack sped down the dirt roads to the nearest clinic over 30 minutes away. The woman was fading fast. "She's not going to make it if we wait," the nurse at the clinic said. "We don't have the right anti-venom." Without thinking, Jack called the ranger station from the old land. "You tell M someone's dying, and they better get a chopper out here now." Within 35 minutes, the unmistakable whoop-whoop of helicopter blades roared overhead. Medics rushed in, loaded the woman, and took off. Jack returned home, exhausted and thinking that was the end of it. But hours later, just as the sun dipped behind the pines, a helicopter returned, this time landing in the open field by Jack's cabin. 2 sharply dressed men stepped out, followed by the same woman looking healthier, though bandaged. "Jack Turner?" one of them asked. Jack nodded cautiously. The woman stepped forward and smiled. "You saved my life. My name is Charlotte Langford. I'm the CEO of Langford Medical Technologies. I was hiking alone, testing a new satellite device, when I got bitten." Jack blinked. "You're a billionaire." "I'm more than that," she said, taking Lily's hand. "I'm someone who now owes everything to a father who had nothing but gave everything." She turned to the man beside her. "Make sure his home is rebuilt. He needs a new truck. And get his daughter a scholarship in school. Full ride." Jack's knees buckled. I can't accept," Charlotte interrupted. "You will, because the world needs more men like you, and little girls like Lily deserve the world." Then she leaned down, looked Lily in the eyes, and whispered, "Your dad is a hero, and I'm going to make sure the world knows it." As the helicopter lifted off again, the cabin yard swirled with dust and light, and Jack stood with his daughter, tears in his eyes as hope finally returned to the Turner family. That night, Jack sat on the porch with Lily in his lap, a blanket around them both. The stars sparkled brighter than he'd ever noticed before. "Daddy," Lily said softly, "are we rich now?" Jack chuckled, ruffling her hair. "No, baby girl. But for the first time in a long time, I think, things are gonna get better." Next morning at sunrise, Jack was woken by the sound of engines, not just one, but several. Outside, a caravan of black SUVs and construction trucks rolled up the dirt road to his cabin. Out stepped a team of contractors, architects, and even a landscaping crew. The lead contractor handed Jack a folder. "Mr. Turner, we're here on behalf of Ms. Langford. Full renovation, new home, solar-powered, 3 bedrooms, brand new plumbing and insulation. Estimated completion 4 weeks. And until then, you and your daughter will be staying in the lodge she owns just 10 minutes from here." Jack stood stunned. "But I didn't ask for," she insisted. "Said you don't ask to be repaid when you do the right thing. You just deserve to be." Meanwhile, at the local news station, word of the rescue had started to spread. A reporter from the regional station showed up at the construction site later that day. "We've heard rumors that a single father from Mill Creek saved a tech billionaire's life in the woods. Can you confirm that?" Jack hesitated, but Charlotte had already left a message. "Let the world hear your story. It's not about pride, it's about inspiration." So Jack shared what happened, not for fame, not for glory, but so maybe someone else out there would step up, and do the right thing even if they had nothing. 2 weeks later, national TV. Jack and Lily were invited to appear on a popular morning show in New York City. They wore simple clothes, Jack in a blazer borrowed from the Langford estate, and Lily in a blue dress picked out just for her. As they walked on stage, the audience gave them a standing ovation. The host turned to Lily and asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" Lily, holding Jack's hand tight, grinned wide. "A forest doctor, so I can help people, just like my dad." Back in Mill Creek, by the time they returned, their new home was complete. Solar panels, a fully stocked fridge, a new Ford truck in the driveway, and most shocking of all, small mailbox labeled, "Turner and Daughter, Wildlife Rescue Foundation," had gone one step further. She funded a nonprofit in Jack's name, giving him a new job, his dream job, rescuing animals and people in the remote wilderness, with a salary, full benefits, and even a 2-way radio that connected directly to her company's emergency satellite network. Years later, Jack stood at the edge of the same forest trail, this time helping a hiker with a sprained ankle. Lily, now 15, arrived behind him in a Langford-logoed medical pack, calmly giving the man water and wrapping the injury. "You'll be fine," she said, with confidence in her voice. As they watched the medevac drone descend from the sky, Jack smiled, remembering that moment, the snakebite, the chopper, the billionaire, and the truth that had landed in his life like a miracle. Sometimes heroes wear capes. Sometimes they just carry their daughter through the woods and never stop believing in doing the right thing.